All right, y'all, we got some serious rain the other day. Well, yesterday, as a matter of fact, and that's very odd for August in Texas. And this is my fescue behind me, and that right there is a situation where I oversprayed some non-selective weed killer right there. So, but anyway, I'm making this video. The biggest thing that we have, you can see my strip right there. That is I've sprayed some Bermuda grass killer out there, and that's triclopyr and fusillade. So it is working. So, but anyway, I'm making this video to show that I need to, from listening to the people who've made comments on my videos, one of the things that I need to make very clear is this is grass that hasn't had an overseed. This is the third summer. This is the third summer right here without overseeding. I did try overseed earlier in June, which, you know, that just didn't pan out. I'm not even counting that because it was an experiment and most of the grass, well, all of the grass didn't survive. So, and another thing that people are saying is that when you look at it, they go, hey, only the grass up under the shade is surviving, which I would have to get in the car with that and say it's primarily true, but not everything is in the shade. And it takes fescue about 2 to 3 years to reach its full maturity. And it doesn't look like anything near the younger fescue, man. It looks almost like a weed if it's standing alone. So I need to show you an example of what I'm talking about. Now, as you know, this area here is also where I had the Bermuda. All the brown that you see is the Bermuda. I haven't overseeded this at all. So the brown that you see is the Bermuda that I'm trying to kill off in anticipation of overseeding in the fall. And this is all sun. This is all sun. But look at the amount of fescue that's in there. All sun. That's all sun. And look at the amount of fescue. I do have some, like there's some fungal damage. There is some fungus going on with it, but it is taking it on the chin very well. I just put out some fungicide to help it along. But at any rate, but look at the amount of fescue is there. So the goal is to get that type of grass all over for the next season. That's you can tell fescue doesn't look like that after a year, after 6 months or whatever. It doesn't look like that. That is mature fescue that's about 2 or 3 years old. That's how long it takes fescue to mature to where it's seeding like that. Now, this is what fescue looks like. This is a seed here. If I can get it to zoom in, but there's a seed head on the fescue here. This is mature fescue. It doesn't get to this size within a season. That takes a long time to get there. So that's proof within itself that this grass has been here for a substantial amount of time in order to get this type of thickness and then going to seed like that. So this is the proof. It is what it is. And at this point right here, I'm in an area that's full sun right here. There's nothing above. I do have this tree here, but it's not enough. If you pan out back to the back, it's just not enough shade over here. So one of the things is, in my opinion, the biggest thing about fescue and getting it to grow is the fungal issue, man, because let me tell you, it is such a hard thing to try to deal with. A lot of people, I see a lot of YouTube channels who all lose their grass, and they hadn't quite figured it out yet. And it is the situation with the fungus and fertilizer. There's a direct connection between fertilizing and fungus that you get in the lawn. So that's my good, bad, and the ugly about this turf type tile fescue right now in Texas. Just wanted to give a good understanding on what's going on with it. I'm hoping with all the new stuff that I've learned over the last 3 years, and coming up with this strategy that I have coming up for the next overseed, I think I'm going to have a much better chance of just keeping this grass super green all year long. And another thing that I hadn't mentioned I don't mention much, is how the grass goes dormant like warm season grasses. When it gets cold, it goes dormant. This will go dormant when it's hot. And one of the things early on that I learned is that you continue to water the grass even though it's brown. That also plays a part in the maintenance and the care and why the grass is still here. So what's happening with my lawn here is that I didn't have the sprinkler system, so I can water the grass. And I didn't get out with a water hose or put any water on this grass on here. So that's what the excitement is about. And that's what the promising upcoming season, and having this grass and applying all the extra stuff that I know, plus armed with being able to water it again, that is going to be huge. So I am no doubt, I just know that I'm going to be in a better situation next season with the type of grass that I'm putting in, which is a Titan GLX, and having everything that I've learned. So stay tuned for that. So I know this is a different pool. This is a different area. I had a major water leak at my house. So I'm over at the rent house, and I'm going back and forth from here to over there, which is not that far. So that's why you have a different scenery over here. So I'll probably do a video on all the stuff that I have going on inside of the other house over there. So I'm in the process of just totally, I'm going to say basically gutting it out and renovating that situation. But anyway, that's just part of the stuff that I've been going through. Anyway, that's my take on the good, bad, and ugly of the turf type tile fescue. Like and subscribe if you hadn't already, and I appreciate it. The community is growing. It's gotten up to 27,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.